Front frame horn. It's done. Stand in here. Just do it straight from here down. And the other one. Now I try to cut through this damn seam. It's going to be real fun to try to ride that seam all the way through. That's rot. It's a famous place for it to rot as usual because all the leaves and everything sit right down in there on all these cars. I mean, actually, how much I chopped out of it, not too bad. Probably just oh, look, a lug nut. Stock style, don't care. Okay, now we'll try to walk this cut along that seam. I don't know how well this is going to go. But I'm going to try and not section it. Oh. We lost the power. Oh. Plug came undone. It happens to the best of us. Ooh, look at this blade already. Wow. Oh, that was that steel plate. Ate it up. Alright. Well, there's that piece. Holy cow, that's a really long video. But as you can tell, yeah, so far, so. So there's the dash section that I will not be using. So I'll probably cut that clean in half right in the middle so it's small enough that I can actually take it, load it into the Tahoe along with these metal poles, those extra seat parts that I don't need, all of this crap, the old back doors from Old Blue that from when I trashed the car on accident backing into a water tanker truck over there, and I don't know, possibly even the K member that's over there. I don't know. I'm gonna probably keep the spindles and the calipers and the brake hoses and the rest of it. I don't know. I might just throw it in the back of the truck because I'll probably get like $40 for scrap. But this is all I needed right here. All I needed was this section here. Only thing I needed was the center section of the car, so I can cut out what I need to replace on Purple Haze and have everything I need. So see what's going on here real quick. And I'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's not gonna be too much more content. I'm literally probably just going to take and cut out that center section piece like I was talking to make the patch panel for someone if they need it. Probably quarter this section up right here so that I can get ready to go. Yeah, and this is the steel section, which I don't know how in the holy hell I'm gonna get it down to Chris when I take Purple Haze down there so we can do the floor pans and everything I need to do on it. But I might end up just strapping it to the roof of Old Blue and driving it down there, because I don't know what else I could do. I do gotta take that stupid e-brake out of there. I don't even know why they have e-brakes. Half the time they don't even work because nobody uses them. So they just sit and then they get rusty, and then the one time they use them they freeze up, and then you're in a world of trouble because they're frozen. So, but I mean, yeah, there's a little rust here, and I did find a little spot hole down here, which isn't that bad. That's easy fix. That's small and quarter size patch. There's so much steel here that whatever we don't use will just be transferred over to Lemonade, his car, or the other purple car that I have out back. Yeah, this guy. Let's see, take a trip real quick to show you. So I bought this with the intention to do the project that I was going to do with Max, but once Max came along, that was basically the end of it. So this is a 92 Purple Haze RS roller I bought from right here in the suburbs in my town. It's got, you know, good quarters, good doors. All that's going to go on Purple Haze. The ground effects, the extra stuff I'll probably keep because you never know when you end up cracking stuff like that. All the bumper cover and all that. I mean, the purple, even the gas door I'm going to keep. The rear end I'll probably just scrap. I mean, I get so sick and tired of people. I put it for $5 on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace, and I get absolutely nothing. People want everything for free. Third gen enthusiasts are extremely cheap. You could have it down for the lowest possible price, like 20 bucks, when everybody else sells them for 100, and they'll still lowball you and try, oh, let me get it for $5. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I understand trying to shoot your shot and think that, you know, possibly you can get it cheaper, and sometimes, yeah. I mean, if I'm already at my profit margin, or I'm already, you know, back where I'm going in the positive, and it's just, I got it listed for 20 and you offer me 5, I mean, that's an extra 5 that I didn't have. That's actually extra money in the bank, because now I'm already broke even. And sometimes I do accept, you know, offers like that. I mean, I'm not an asshole when it comes to a lot of stuff like that, but sometimes they're, you know, it pisses me off, and I'm like, no. I'm like, you know, they go for 100, I'm selling it for 20. I mean, I'm not taking anything less than 20. I mean, it's not hard, but yeah, like she wrote, save me from the junkyard on the hood, fix me. This hood is pretty, it's not super bad. I mean, it's got one dent right here, so I might end up selling the hood. I won't use it. But I'm probably going to cut as much of the floor pans and everything out of this as I can. I'm going to cut the shock towers out of this. Probably the, I don't know, I might not keep the K-member and all that, but I'm definitely cutting the whole center section out of the car for Chris, as much steel as I can. The dash pad is mint. That's going into purple haze. Also, some of the interior stuff is still got to come out. There's still plastics in it. The dash has to come out. The headliner, the T-top headliner, and some of the other stuff as well. So this thing will be next to get cut up and killed, so that it's not just sitting here doing nothing. And I actually have the hatch from the Z03 purple haze back there. I have another trunk section from that car, another patch panel section for you know, somebody wants to fix a trap door that they don't want there anymore. And I have a whole front clip, a really nice front clip with a back behind all this crap. And most of this stuff, I plan on actually trying to build a shed, or getting like a pre-made plastic shed big enough to put all this, because this is mainly all gardening equipment, the lawnmowers and whatnot. And because I had to move all this out of the garage because I couldn't fit Ruby in the garage, and I had to actually take some of the shelving out because of the fact that there was not enough room to fit the car in there. And Ruby just, I mean, third gen Camaros are extremely long cars. They're like 77 inches long, or some ridiculous 77. I mean, it's long. Oh, that's all I know. But like that right there, that's one of the shelves I had to come out of the garage because I couldn't fit the car in here. And as you can tell, like, the car is in here, and I only have like a foot between the garage door and the bumper cover. So when you walk around the car, those shelves, I had shelves right here. There was the other shelf here, and then there was all the gardening stuff was up there. I couldn't even walk in here. And if you look, like, the back bumper is against the ladder that goes upstairs to the storage attic, where I keep a lot of my third gen parts that I sell. So I mean, I'm looking into possibly going in on a deal with a couple guys for a storage space to actually store Black Magic. It wouldn't be far from my work, so I'd be able to check on it. It'd be easy to drive like our daily driver out there, then fire up Black Magic, take her for a ride or whatever. I mean, she won't be right here per se. I mean, as long as there's insurance on the building that we have, and if anything were to happen or burn down, then, you know, we'd be covered. But because it would be really nice, honestly, that if I didn't have her car here, not saying I don't want it here, I'm just saying that it would be really, really nice that I could move her car out, and I could actually move around and actually put Ruby in here straight. Because if you really look, the car is at an angle by when we put it in, because that shelf over there, you wouldn't be able to walk if I put it straight in. And it was kind of hard because we had to do it by hand, and it is an uphill grade from out there where the tow dolly is up into the garage. So it was hard for me and my fiance to push the car all the way up into the garage. So I'm in works with and in talks with possibly having a storage area to store Black Magic, and then I'll have that bay available to work on stuff, which would be a whole lot easier because there's a lot more room around that car than there is on this car. But I do want to, I think here soon, within the next week, when this weather really, really warms up, I'm actually going to, Ken is going to come over, and I'm going to take this car. We're gonna time it, set the TPS sensor properly, get it running good, well enough, and I'm going to take it and probably drive it out to his house and leave it out there. I want to put it in there. I want to get all the suspension ripped out of it, sandblast it down, repaint it, put it back on, see what all needs to be replaced, brake hose wise, calipers, probably just resurface the pads, and the rotors because they're not that bad. And then just basically go back through everything,